If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640. It is the Conway Show. Mark Thompson is here. He does a very popular show on YouTube, The Mark Thompson Show.
Yeah, it's a lot of politics and news and stuff. I like to come over here, splash around with
fun.
you.
Yeah,
We get into containers spilling into the Port of Long Beach, into the craziness of downtown L.A., the wild convention center plans.
You want to let's do a whip around. And, hey, Sam, you got the whip around music, bub? Let's do a whip around here. And we're not going to be able to pay it off tonight, but we will eventually. Okay, so Sam is here.
Okay,
Crozier.
sure. All right.
Yeah, sure. Okay. You don't even have it right. It's yeah, sure. Good. Okay.
Yeah, well, you don't even have it right because you had an extra word on it when you first were...
Whatever. No, that was the word. Whatever.
Oh.
All right, Bellio, Mark T, and then Angel, and Kiki, and Conway. Okay. Here's the question. And please, don't give me some smart-ass answer because I'll suspend you for a week.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Off of whip-arounds. You'll be suspended for a week.
Just off the whip-arounds.
And I'll make fun of you or your wife or husband and bring personal crap on the air that you don't want. So.
We do that every day.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the question. How many days before that ship leaves Long Beach?
Oh, that's a good one.
How many days or weeks before, or years before that ship, the Mississippi, is back to on her way to China? Let's start with Sammy. How many days, weeks, months?
I'm going to go with 12 weeks.
12
3
weeks.
months.
Wow. I bet Ray hates that. All right, Crozier.
10 days.
10 days. Wow, what an optimist.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of press on it right now. They want to look like they know what they're doing.
Well, I looked at them just now, and they doesn't seem to be knowing what they're doing. There's 19 guys standing around looking at everything.
They're assessing.
Yeah, they're building a strategy, Tim.
All right, Bellio, how many days before that ship splits?
15.
15. Wow, another optimistic.
People are really...
Mark Thompson.
I'm going to go 60 days.
60 days. All right. Angel.
A month and a half.
45 days.
Okay.
All right. Kiki.
I'm going to give it a month.
All right, 30 days. And then I'm going to, let me see, 12 weeks is the high. I'm going to say, I'll have to figure this out, but I'm going to say Thanksgiving.
Wow.
And I'll have to figure out how many days that is.
Okay.
But I'd say Thanksgiving morning, we all wake up and that ship is back to China, on its way to China. It's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time before they can even get those. Everything has to be removed from that ship.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. And those big cranes, I don't think, can easily pull a container off that ship that's at an angle. You know, if it's at a 45-degree angle, I think it makes it very difficult to pull that off the ship. And those containers, if they came from China, they're not empty. They're 8,000 pounds empty. Those aren't empty. Those are full. Those are Walmart, Home Depot, tools, dresses, pants, Bellio's pants are on one of these ships.
Christmas Labubu's.
Yes, the Labubus.
They say it takes usually 2 to 3 days under normal conditions to unload a cargo ship. Right?
Okay.
And
You gotta
Thanksgiving
figure-
is in 79 days.
Oh, that's between now and Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at 79. Okay, good. Thank you. 79. All right. I think that might be light. Might go 89. You said, what did you say, Croce? 3 to 4 days?
2 to 3 days to unload a cargo ship
Oh, okay.
under normal conditions.
All right.
How many, what's the average for containers on a cargo ship are there?
Well, this one is a massive ship. This one has a lot of containers. And I'm not sure if they're all supposed to be unloaded here.
Right.
A lot of them, they'll unload here, then go to Portland, unload. They'll go to San Francisco, unload, Seattle, unload. And they'll pick up different things, unload different crap. But they've got to figure this out.
So they carry usually a few hundred to 24,000 containers.
Yeah, I bet on this one there's close to 4,000 or 5,000.
It looked pretty packed. Yeah, I don't know how big it was comparatively speaking to other cargo ships, but
Yeah. I'd like to go see that. I'd like to get in a boat and go look at that, this weekend. That might be something to see. Watch these big containers falling off that ship and a bunch of, longshoremen standing around trying to figure out how to get that going again. And you know what else this does? This puts that dock out of business. That slip for months.
that's
or
why
weeks.
I say they're going to be in a rush to get it cleaned out.
Yeah, there's certainly
PR purposes and functionality purposes.
There are economic pressures.
Yeah. Croce, I love the Optimist. 10 days. Wow.
Well, you got to figure there's already 67 that they don't have to unload.
I would think it's going to be 10 days before they pull the first one out of the water. I mean, they look, these longshoremen are smart. They can just sit there and go, yeah, we're going to get that one in November. We'll get that one in December.
It's got to be top 2 or 3 ports in the entire world.
Yeah, I bet it is. Sure.
So they got to have their stuff together to be able to make that happen fast.
Yeah, okay. I like that optimism. And Sam is the exact opposite. He's, Christmas.
Oh yeah, no, I'm guessing that people are going to be very disappointed, and they're just going to wait until the story disappears, and the boat will still be there.
All right, tale of two, optimists. One great and one zero. And I'm more attracted to the guy with the, I'm with you, Sammy. I think that ship's going to be here for 9 years.
Yeah, things tend to go slowly whenever disasters happen.
That's
like this.
right. It's okay. So here we go. We got Sam at 12 weeks. If you're playing at home, Crozier 10 days, Bellio 15 days, Mark Thompson 60, 2 months, Angel Martinez 45 days, Kiki 30, and me 79. Conway 79 days before that ship is sailing again. And I don't know. We'll frame this and see who eventually gets that right. But I think I'm closest. I think it's going to be Thanksgiving, and we'll all celebrate Thanksgiving. And the Mississippi is on his way. He's out of here. All right, we're live on KFI. It's Conway.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
And Thompson, KFI AM 640. It's Conway Show. Mark Thompson is here. If you go onto our social media, Bellio is here. Is the poll up there yet?
Let me show. It's there.
Oh, it is.
All right. And can you read it to us for people that are not out driving and don't have the ability to look at social media?
I could do that. So we have a whip around 67 containers fell from the vessel Mississippi at Port of Long Beach. How long before the ship leaves the port back to China? And your answers can be Halloween, Thanksgiving, New Year's, or Labor Day.
Okay.
Wow.
Labor Day is probably the long shot. But who knows? Maybe it is Labor Day. What the hell?
So far, Halloween and New Year's are winning.
Who's that?
Kiki coughing
Kiki
in my
coughing.
ear.
Oh, great.
I'll be okay.
All right. I like that we're so far past COVID that now it's a joke. And people sneeze on you. 4 years ago, you would have killed her for that.
Yeah.
All right. Hot dogs and ketchup are breaking up. Oh, it's very, very sad. Heinz and Kraft are splitting. And that's just the worst. The worst.
The ketchup and the hot dog are breaking up. Kraft Heinz announced plans to split into two companies
What the hell?
10 years after the mega merger that made it one of the world's largest food conglomerates.
I don't know if you eat this, Mark, but do you like Kraft macaroni and cheese?
I love Kraft
Oh, my God. There's nothing like that.
There's nothing better.
And it's only $1.
Mac and cheese are my favorite.
Do you make it a certain way? Do you go by the box? Are you a traditionalist?
No, we improv it for sure.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife does it. I don't know how she does it. I think what she does is she makes the noodles, then she makes the sauce, throws a couple of the noodles out so it's saucier, and then combines the two. And man, is that a touchdown?
Yeah, you want the maximum sauciness.
Yeah, and she caught me last time we had it, which is 2 weeks ago. She caught me, and she couldn't believe this. She says she's never seen this before in her life. I use salt.
Oh, you don't? Are you not? You don't use salt on most things?
I don't. Well, and Kraft macaroni and cheese, it's all salt.
Of course, already you're saying.
She's never seen anyone add salt to that meal.
I see.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's part of the decadence of it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I mean,
salt.
And fresh cracked pepper on mac and cheese. There's nothing like that.
That's the very best.
Yeah.
And
can you wipe out a box?
I was just going to say, if you want to see it devoured, I mean, one box just gets me started.
I can't eat a box.
If I have the munchies, I'll go through 4 boxes.
Could you eat more than a box?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
In that little thin body of yours, that frail body?
I totally could inhale more than a box if I munched. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So if you're with the edibles and you could eat more than a box.
It's the thing that happens when you're on edibles or whatever, when you're munched, is that when you taste that creamy, you just want more. It's almost like,
it's like velvet.
Yeah, it's some kind of an addiction. You just can't get enough.
Yeah, I understand why people eat a lot while they're high, because everything tastes like the best steak or the best hamburger, the best mac and cheese. Everything's the best.
Yeah.
Everything tastes like cotton candy.
It's crazy good. But that particularly because it's creamy.
Right. Crozier, can you wipe out an entire box of mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I got a little bit down on them when they switched from the powder to the more cheese.
Oh yeah, to the squeeze
packet.
The squeeze packet. Yeah.
But it always holds through, man. And you always got to zhuzh it up a little bit.
I can't eat a box. I eat about half of it, and then I go back, and it's turned into a brick. On the stove.
Can't let it get cold.
You can't wait on it.
Yeah. And then so you got to add water, and then that doesn't make it as good. And then I throw it out, and I throw the pan out, and I usually yell at Jen.
The Kraft mac and cheese is one of those 4 or 5 things, like as a latchkey kid, myself and my dad always in gigs at night, that I made for myself. And that was it for dinner. I did it all myself. The Kraft mac and cheese.
What were the other ones?
I did. I did a bologna and cheese sandwich where it was just like the red plastic stripe around the bologna.
Oh, that's great.
And hunks of Velveeta cheese layered with mustard, and that was usually like 3 or 4 layers, and that was a sandwich, and that was
so delicious though. That's a delicious sandwich.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Didn't do the peanut butter.
Really?
I did, but I always preferred crunchy peanut butter. Like smooth peanut butter was boring to me.
That's a great idea for a cookbook, the Latchkey Kids.
Hey, yeah. Ramen was a big one. TV dinners back in the day. Yep.
Yeah, the Swansons.
The Salisbury steak, the fried chicken. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The cherry cobbler.
That's it.
For dessert.
Corn was always the best, like green beans and peas.
Yeah, gosh, think about all the chemicals.
My God,
that we all ate.
But you know what? But you know what's amazing is that we would do occasionally TV dinners where we'd all pick out our own frozen dinner at Vaughn's or Ralph's or Gelson's or whatever, and then get our own tray tables. That was a big night at our house.
That's it. Get your own TV tray tables. Yeah, man.
And to sit in front of the TV and eat. We're never allowed to do that as kids.
Yeah, don't make the mistake of putting it in front of the recliner seat though, and then think, oh yeah, I forgot this thing, because everything goes flying.
Yeah, it pops up and you're gone. But I can't eat a whole box. That's strange. Sammy, can you eat a whole box?
I could.
Sammy, don't. Sammy, why are you dumping everything? Did you hit that?
For the first one, yeah.
Oh, I hit the first one.
Okay, I think we hit both at the same time.
We're back to Handel show. Dumping. Can you say wussy? You can say wuss, right?
I guess, yeah.
You can't throw the P on there?
Yeah.
God, what a frail audience.
You could probably say it without the Y.
Oh, okay.
No,
All right.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but then I sound like a puss.
Well,
So, but that makes me feel bad that I'm not going to ask the women because every time I ask the women about food, I get a call from HR. You can't do that. You ask the women about the food. Blah, 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 blah. So I stopped that. So, but I feel like I'm not as good as you guys. You guys can easily knock a box off, and I've never been able to do that ever.
even as a kid. Man.
Not even as a kid, I can't. And I feel horrible. I really do. But is that a vegan dish? Can you still eat that as a vegan?
No, I eat the.
You eat the box?
I eat the analog, as Neil Saavedra would say. The parallel. There are tons of vegan mac and cheese, and Kraft makes one also. And so we do like a tasting at my place because there's there's different kinds of, as you know, even with the regular mac and cheese. There's the regular, orange cheddary, right. And then there's the yellow sort of cream.
I know.
Yeah, whatever that is.
And there's
Parmesan.
the different pastas, the shells.
Yeah. Right. The spirals.
When we were kids, it was just Kraft macaroni.
Right, and that's where I liked it.
Yeah.
Now there's family size.
Right.
Which is short for big guys. Because there's no families knocking that box off.
And the individual little microwavable ones, that's a spoonful for me.
But those are horrible.
Yeah, they are. They're not good.
No, there's nothing good about that. It just takes one big chemical dump, but the original mac and cheese with on a cold night with ground, freshly ground pepper on that, there's nothing like that, man.
Totally agree.
I gotta get that tonight, I think.
Slice some hot dogs on there, man. That makes it even better.
Yeah, you always know top shelf, man. You always always said that about you. But Crozier, was Spam a part of your life? Because my wife grew up with nothing and no food or anything. Spam was a big part of her life.
No, it didn't hit in. There were certain things because my grandfather was the one, the more dominant years of my memory, in the house that went shopping. And it's like, you don't want your grandfather doing the grocery shopping for you. And he went to the Andrews Air Force Base commissary. And he would get the same thing every time, and he never experimented. It took moving heaven and earth to get him to try ramen. And once he did, with cup of noodles, that was like a staple. But cookies, it would be whatever cookies he got. And that's why I got to hate Oreos. Because it was just the same boring things over and over. And Spam never even hit into that. He liked chipped beef, the crap on a shingle.
Oh, yeah. That's on a shingle, yeah. But your grandfather reminds me of my grandfather. My grandfather was exactly like the actor in the Grape Nuts commercial, where they give him a bowl of cereal and they all stare at him is he going to like it or is he going to throw it across the room? And at the end, he takes 2 bites and he goes, "What is it? This is excellent." Right. And then they're all relieved that grandfather's not going to light the house on fire and kill somebody because he doesn't like the new cereal. But those were the tempers that Irish and Scottish and English guys had when they came to this country. Man, you got to straighten up around those guys. The Irish were angry as F when they got here. Fighting everybody, drinking. If they didn't like the cereal, the bowl would fly.
And if they were here at the time, they went through the Depression. So because of that, they save everything.
Everything gets saved. Even expired crap gets saved. Yeah. Everything gets saved. My grandmother used to wait till beef at Fazio's went down to 29 cents a pound. She'd buy 100 pounds and make meatloaves. When she died in 1982, my dad saw a meatloaf in her refrigerator that was packed in 1979. And this was 1982. Oh. And we put it in the oven, and heat didn't affect it at all. It just crumbled. But you're right, Crozier, the Depression era. That's what they grew up in. All right, we're live on KFI. It's Conway Thompson.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
640.
KFI AM 640. It is the Conway Show. There was a body found in a car in a tow lot. In a, what do they call those lots? Where they tow your car and they keep it in a...
I think tow lot is pretty...
okay.
Yeah.
Impound.
Impound.
Yeah,
impound.
Better. Yeah, it's better. Okay.
And it was a singer named David, but he spells it differently.
Yeah,
D4VD.
That's probably the way it should be spelled, don't you think?
D4VD.
D4VD.
David.
Yeah.
David.
I think they should have always... You turn the A into a 4.
Reminds me when I was remodeling our house about 15 years ago, I ordered some material from a big box store, one of the big hardware stores. And the guy said, what's your name? And I said, first name Tim. He says, what's your last name? I said, Conway. He said, can you spell it for me? I said, sure. Conway. And he repeated back to me, you mean, did you say Conwa1? And I said, yes. I know it's kind of unusual, but it's Conwa1.
Yeah.
And the crap showed up with Conwa1.
The 7 is silent, by the way.
At least he spelled it correctly.
Yes, he did. He went for it. We're going to have more information on that. I know Kiki's working on that, our newest producer here at KFI.
Wow.
You're welcome.
But Kiki, you're on with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you said there was another body found at another tow lot, another impound lot?
Yeah, so a different tow lot. Another body was found in a South L.A. tow yard. So it has no connection with the one previously with David's car.
Oh.
But it's very interesting to have similar stories back to back.
You know, that tow lot, I'm familiar with that tow lot where they found D4VD's car, David's car.
Yeah.
And we used to have a producer here named Brian Holt. He would often walk past that impound lot.
Yeah, he was on Fox 11.
Was he?
Him. Yeah, I saw him actually spoken to as like a kind of man on the street.
Didn't he? Oh, no, Bellio, he was late to your wedding.
He was left on the dock. He was left on the dock.
He missed the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show.
That is.
Bellio had a beautiful wedding to her then fiance, John, and it was on Ronald Reagan's old yacht.
It was really nice.
Oh, it was beautiful. And I enjoyed that, Bellio.
Thank you.
The Wild Goose.
What was it called?
The Wild Goose.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that. I thought that was Bellio's nickname on her wedding night.
Who officiated that wedding?
Mark Thompson did.
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was one of my...
We were on a boat
you
with
were
him.
there.
I know.
What were you doing?
Trying to pay a jet skier to
Get you off
get
the
me
boat.
to the dock.
Conway's only half joking about that.
He's not even half joking.
Yeah, he wanted off that boat right away.
That's not
okay. Good. We got. Yeah. Listen. Best wishes to you both. Listen. Can I get off of this thing?
No, a jet skier came up to the boat because he thought it was beautiful, and I said, "Hey, if I give you 20, will you take me to the dock?"
I think you called him over. I don't think he'd like.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's what's so great about Conway. I love it.
Hey, look, Bellio, you're still married, so something went on that boat. You know,
it was the right mix.
Yeah,
That
worked
is
out
true.
for you.
That's
But
true.
Brian Holt was left on the dock.
Yeah, but then Brian Holt told me a story that doesn't add up. I think Brian Holt got there late.
About why?
Or got there early, had a drink, and
That's what he
purposely missed the boat.
Why would you drive all the way down there to miss the boat?
I don't know. It seems odd. All right, when we come back, heart attacks may not be from stress or what you eat or hereditary.
No.
It might be in Finland. They discovered it might hit you because of something else in your body. They've uncovered this in a wild study. So when we come back, I'm going to tell you how this groundbreaking evidence could fix your body and not cure you, but make you less likely to have a heart attack. So I might be saving some lives when we come back, which I always do. I like doing that.
Yeah, no, you've got a history of saving lives.
That's
on
right.
This show.
That's right.
It'll be upheld in the next few minutes.
That's exactly right. All right, we're live on KFI. It's Conway and Thompson. KFI AM 640. It is Conway Show. Mark Thompson is here.
Woohoo!
And I think all guys worry about this more than women, about having a heart attack. It seems to strike guys more. But then I heard a theory that women die of heart attacks as in the same numbers, but they just don't complain about them, I guess. I don't know. But guys always think they're having a heart attack.
Yeah.
You always think it's over.
Well, I mean, men do typically die at a younger age than do women, and oftentimes it's a heart attack that takes them out.
Well, I think guys know there's an end game to this, and women, they take better care of themselves. They take better care of themselves.
But heart disease is the leading cause of women's death.
Is that right?
Obviously, heart attacks.
Wow,
from that.
didn't know that.
All right,
And it sounds, if guys are thinking that they're having a heart attack and they're not, that sounds like more anxiety and panic based.
Right, yeah, panic attack.
So,
right.
And guys are much less likely to pursue adequate mental health.
And physical health.
Yeah.
Let's, for example, Crozier, who's in his 50s and has never had a physical.
Well, I mean, if it ain't broke.
Yeah,
That's right.
He's in great shape, and he seems like...
Well, we don't know he's in great shape.
On the outside.
We don't know anything about his shape.
Deceptively in great shape, maybe, right?
Okay, maybe.
But at
y'all, I'm in great shape.
But at his funeral, someone's going to say, "Hey, when did he have a physical?" No, he didn't.
Now, why don't you do that, Croge? Why don't you at least check in and see, get a blood workup?
I think you nailed it. If it ain't broke,
I guess
the system just is not set up for me to do it.
Huh.
When you got to make appointments, months in advance to get someone to look at you for no real reason other than to check up.
Does Jen bang on you to get in a physical?
She's been better at it herself. She hasn't been the greatest, but she's gotten better at it herself. I think she's worried about herself more than me at this point right now.
Crozier had the best line, I think, of the year. I said that my wife, we bought a garbage disposal at Costco, and she installed it. My wife installed it. Took the old one out, put the new one in. And I said to Crozier, I said, "Hey, do you have a wife that can install a garbage disposal?" And he had a great line. He says, "No, but my wife does." Do you have a spouse that can install a garbage disposal? He goes, "No, but my wife does."
That's terrific.
That's great. Oh, let's find out about these heart attacks and when it's going to take you out, because it's going to.
A new study finds heart attacks may actually be caused by infections.
How about that? An infection can cause, that's what the leading cause of a heart attack, infection?
Researchers discovered bacteria hiding in arteries that can stay dormant for years.
Oh, another thing to worry about.
When triggered by a virus, they can cause inflammation, rupture artery plaque, and lead to heart attacks. Scientists say the findings challenge the idea that heart attacks come only from cholesterol and lifestyle and could someday lead to new treatments, even vaccines. The study, conducted in Finland and the UK, could transform how doctors prevent and diagnose heart disease in the future.
There you go. So it might be an infection that's living in you.
I need a drink. I really do. I hear these stories and I just say, man, live it up. Here it is.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. All right, then we got on the other end of the spectrum, moms shrooming. Moms on mushrooms. Yes.
Mom on mushrooms. I think I'm a more empathetic mom. And I actually started listening and looking at my kid.
And then she started shrooming.
From the heart.
Growing popularity of magic mushrooms across the U.S. And in today's Spotlight, we're looking at how and why people are getting into the psychedelic.
You ever done psychedelics?
Never.
Yeah.
I'd love to do. Somebody was just talking to me about this last night. But will they sell the shrooms at a dispensary?
I don't think so.
Legal mushrooms? They do not.
Maybe, I don't know. The only person I know, and it's very uncharacteristic of her, but the only person I know that shrooms all the time is Bellio. Constantly shrooming.
Does not seem like it would be on brand for her.
It's not. But she's
a shroomer.
Yeah, weekend shroomer. Weekends.
Including a new study from the National Institute on Drug Abuse that says law enforcement seizures of magic mushrooms has increased dramatically in recent years. Let's bring back our panel, Barbara, Heidi, and joining us for this panel is ABC News contributor and op-ed columnist for the Los Angeles Times, LZ Granderson, and ABC News medical contributor, Dr.
Let's just get to the story.
They got a lot.
God almighty.
A lot of people on that panel.
I need shrooms to get through the introduction.
Like, Hollywood Squares or something.
Dr. Sutton, got to start with you on this one.
Finally.
Dr.
Right.
Sutton to block, please. Yes, right.
Let's just get the information.
Dr. Sutton across.
Man.
That's so classic.
Tell us exactly what is psilocybin and how does it work?
So psilocybin is the active ingredient inside these mushrooms, which gives them the name magic mushrooms or shrooms. So we know historically and from data that it activates serotonin receptors in the brain that can be associated with mood and cognition, which is probably a part of the reason why there has been found to be some benefit in certain studies, although not robust.
Would you do shrooms?
Yes, I would.
Yeah?
I'd try them.
All right.
Yeah.
In terms of treatment for things like PTSD, depression, and anxiety. This is a chemical that has a long history, more than 8,000 years, and now we're starting to see a rise in its use.
So this microdosing has become popular with shrooms. Are there any safety concerns associated with this as this gains popularity?
Yeah, there are.
Are there any safety concerns with people shrooming? And his answer?
Yeah, there are.
There are.
Yeah, now the predictable part of our show. Right. Oh, no, there are no safety concerns. What a good question.
Are there safety concerns?
There are.
Yeah. Oh, they're okay. All right.
As an emergency physician, I have to say that there are some concerns that can become an immediate emergency. For one, these types of chemicals can destabilize someone. They can lead to an increased risk of a psychotic episode. They can even increase one's risk of ideas of self-harm or suicidal ideation.
Oh, my God.
Okay, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, and also not knowing its potency and possible drug interactions, you have to be really cautious with these types of substances.
Yeah, but that takes the fun out of doing them. If you got to be very cautious and measure them and take precautions before you shroom.
Come on, Doc.
Come on. It's incredible.
What a buzzkill you are, Doc.
Totally.
Dr. Darian Sutton, our medical correspondent, always laying this out very clearly for us. Barbara, this landscape is clearly evolving when it comes to recreational drug use. The study we mentioned shows that researchers found that seizures of these magic mushrooms has been going up, especially in the Midwest. What do you make of this?
Well, I'm certainly very concerned and certainly skeptical about, whether this should be accepted or anything. I understand some people.
This woman, it sounds like they're interviewing her at hospice.
I understand some people, if this helps with depression or PTSD, others that haven't been responsive to things, that this might be helpful, but obviously it has to be very controlled.
All right. Anyway, this woman, it said LSD shows early promise as a potential for anxiety treatment. That's
Oakland, San Francisco, and Santa Cruz have decriminalized magic mushrooms, but otherwise they are still illegal. A lot of dispensaries will still put it up for sale.
Really?
But they're doing it illegally.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Okay.
that's interesting. Okay.
I think that's why Kiki's going back to Fresno.
Yeah.
Shroomin'. All right, we're live on KFI AM 640.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.